Hello Twitch Universe, this is Quantum Blade Gaming. Today we're going to be taking a look at the game Warframe. Warframe is an interesting game. It's a free-to-play, or I guess I should probably say it's a more like a freemium game. You don't have to spend any real money on it, however, you will be very frustrated if you get very far in it if you don't at least spend a little bit of real money to unlock some additional slots for the many things that you will collect over time. The best description that I can give this game is ninjas in space. Sounds weird, but trust me, it's a decent description. So this character that you're seeing right here is probably my best Warframe. I have several. This is a Frost Prime. Very good frame for soloing things. There's many frames that you can get. When you start the game out, you get to choose, I believe, from one of 3 different frames. Used to be you would only get to start with one called Excalibur. I believe you get to choose from 3 different ones now. By the way, I have in Ventrilo here with me today Sheer Shaddai. Sheer, why don't you tell them a little bit about your channel? Sheer? Sheer, why don't you tell them a little bit about your channel?
Alright, my channel is more of a StarCraft 2 dedicated channel. I've been streaming ladder matches for a few days now. Only have 2 VODs up right now, but I'm currently gold ranked. I was platinum last season and I haven't really played enough games yet to get myself back there, but out of 17 games played, I've won 11 of them since starting back up into the thing. So if y'all are interested in StarCraft, the address is twitch.tv/SheerShaddai, and you'll see on Quantum's stream my character name in Warframe. It's the same as my Twitch stream.
So, just in case you're wondering how to spell that, that's S-H-Y... Well, actually, there, on your screen. S-H-Y-R-S-H-A-D-I, Sheer Shaddai. So, let's see. You might be wondering how you progress in this game, and the way you level up. Leveling is an interesting thing to talk about in this game because there are levels like everywhere. There's your profile level, there's the level of your current Warframe, there's the level of your primary weapon, your secondary weapon, the level of your melee weapon. Various abilities on your Warframe will actually unlock at different levels, so there's just leveling all over the place. So when I press escape here, and we see that little 9 in square brackets there, that is the level. You can call that the level of my profile. There are certain things that unlock based on that level. For example, if you're in a clan, you can only go to the clan dojo. I believe you have to be, they typically call this mastery rank. You have to be mastery rank 2 in order to build the key to go to the clan dojo. Generally speaking, the levels that you maybe will be more interested in are the levels of the individual things. Like here we see my Frost Prime is max rank, so that's level 30. The weapon that I'm running is an Attica, which is also level 30, and I'm currently leveling up these dual Sestra. And the way you level these things up is you run missions and they get XP. I believe they get XP a little faster if you're actively using them, but they will level. For example, you don't necessarily have to use your secondary weapon during a mission for it to gain some XP. Now, one thing is that to level your profile, like here's my profile, rank 9, that only gains points toward it when you level other things. So if you just get one Warframe and one set of weapons and you never change, your profile is going to be stuck. So there's actually, that's a built-in mechanic that encourages you to get new Warframes, get new weapons, and actually level them in order to level up your overall profile. Now, in terms of things you can do, there's a crafting system. So that's the foundry here. You get lots and lots of different blueprints, weapons you can build, components, all sorts of things. And of course, you have to have both the credits. Credits are an in-game currency that does not require real money, but you have to have all the appropriate things to be able to build something. And then in a few places in the game, you'll see this indicator over here. That's platinum. That's the in-game currency that does cost real money. You may be thinking, well, I don't want to pay any real money to play this game. You don't have to, but it's going to be very challenging for you to get platinum without actually spending some real money. Now, they do run discounts. I think when I bought my platinum, I actually had a 75% discount going, and I dropped maybe $10 on it, and I had already put a lot of hours into Warframe, so it was well worth it. So I don't have to worry about not having enough inventory space for a new weapon I build or for a new Warframe that I get. I'm not going to go through everything that's in this ship. This ship here is where you go in between missions. So let's take a quick look at mission selection. So here, you won't start out with all of these unlocked. You actually have to unlock a lot of these planets to get to them. But then, let's say you decide you want to go run a mission. Let's say Earth is a fairly low-level area. Let's say you wanted to run this this exterminate mission over here in Earth. So you can just pull that up, you can click on that sector, and it will find you a group, and you can go play. Now, you can set this game to not look for people to join with you and just try and solo things, but I will tell you right now, you will be very frustrated if you do that. The game is not at all tuned for solo play. A group typically consists of 4 people. The game is pretty good about finding you people to play with, so it's not hard to get a group. You just queue up for a sector that you're interested in and go with it. There also are alerts that pop up from time to time. So for example, this one here, if I was to run this mission, I would get an additional 9,600 credits. And those come and go. Some of the rewards are better than others. There's also factions you can join. Over here, we'll look at the factions, my standing with these factions. Certain factions like and hate each other, so you may gain bonus reputation with some of the factions when you do missions for one, and in turn earn the ire of the enemy factions. Some really good rewards you can get from those when you get to max standing with them, so they're well worth investing in. So let's see. Instead of talking about it anymore, why don't we get into some action? Sheer, did you have a mission that you wanted to run? Sheer Shaddai, did you have a mission you wanted to run?
Nothing in particular. It's just whatever you want to do. I'm currently working on leveling a Warframe, a primary, and a melee. I'm just carrying a maxed secondary, so it's just whatever you want to do. Assuming that something that you want to do is not the sortie.
Yeah, let's not try a sortie for this. So, yeah, go ahead and throw me an invite, and we'll just run through some mission to help you level up some stuff and show our viewers some nice action here. Now, the menus, I will say, the menus in this game are a little bit clunky. They take some getting used to. For example, I have to press escape here to bring up this menu, and then accept Sheer Shaddai's invite. Now I'm in a group with him, and when he selects a mission, either one of us could select a mission, and it will basically put that up for vote for actually going to the mission. And he will select one here in just a second. Ooh, a tower to exterminate. Exterminates are nice because they're quick. There's various different kinds of missions in the game. Exterminates are probably the easiest ones, where you just go in, there's a set number of enemies you have to kill, and then that's the end of the mission. So eventually here this will load. There we go. So my Attica is really a pretty good weapon. I love my Attica.
Keep fighting. As long as the enemy is here, this tower is useless to us.
So this is my ultimate ability I'm using right now, where he just kind of jumps behind a bunch of guys and stabs them. This is Ash that I'm running at the moment, the Warframe Ash. So he's more of a stealthy, more of a stealth frame, I guess you would say. Let's see, where does Sheer go? So we want to follow the little indicator. These levels are procedurally generated, so you kind of have to keep an eye on your mini-map, because although the rooms may look familiar, the layout will be different every time. This is actually an interesting room. I'm not sure if I've seen this one before. Uh-oh, so I just hit something. That pressure plate could have triggered some traps. Oh, that one's red. The other one was green. Okay, I'm getting a little sidetracked here, but I'm green. I'm wondering if this is some sort of a, like, treasure room with a combination lock? Red. Okay, well. There are a number of, like, hidden areas, and sometimes you can find some good things in those hidden areas. It looks like maybe it's locked down now. That's a shame. I was very interested in seeing what the result of that was going to be. Oh well. Not to get too sidetracked. So this is, again, a treasure room with that little trap that I just triggered. Those things can hurt a lot if they touch you. There's all kinds of containers like this throughout these levels that you can get some goodies from. Usually nothing too spectacular, but some little additional things. Evidently, Sheer's up there. So there's the primary weapon that you've got, and then you can press the F key, switch to your secondary. And then you can press, at any time during combat, let's say you're low on ammunition for whatever weapon you're using, and you've got enemies at point-blank range that you need to kill, you can press E to start using your melee. Or you can press and hold E to enter the melee-only mode, which is useful because then you can do combinations. Ultimate ability there again.
I'll just stand here while you finish them off.
Now there is, if I remember correctly, a treasure room way up above somewhere, but I'm not going to bother trying to get to it because it'll just take too long for the video. The nice thing about my Warframe's ultimate ability is I'm pretty much invulnerable while he's doing that move, so it gives my shields just a hair chance there to recharge. But I'm not having to click or anything while that ultimate's going off, it just automatically does its own thing. You do have to actually be targeting somebody, like have an enemy in the reticle when you start that ultimate ability, which took me a little while to figure out.
Elevator is ready for you, sir.
Alright, cleaning out a treasure room here. I'll be there in just a second.
There is an enemy left in this room, and he may or may not be under the floor. I can't actually find it.
Is he above you?
Not based on the arrow.
Huh, yeah, that looks like it should be below us.
Radial javelin can't hit it.
That's kind of weird. I'm guessing he like bugged through the floor or something.
Let's go on to the next area, that way we'll hopefully spawn another one, or that one will unbug.
Sounds good.
I've actually never seen that before, so...
And so on the mini-map here, you can tell if there are enemies left in your current segment by the color. You see it's red right now, that means there's still enemies left in this section of the map. Which is very useful for hunting down and then an exterminate mission. So Shir Shaddai is running a Excalibur frame using a very powerful bow that's somewhat difficult to get.
Excalibur is one of the original Warframes you can choose between. When you first start playing the game, you're given the option between Mag, Volt, and Excalibur. Excalibur used to be, I don't say unplayable, I guess the best way to say it is it wasn't particularly viable for end-game content. It just didn't scale very well. Its abilities weren't really all that spectacular. But they did a rework of it a few content patches ago. And now it's a lot more fun, it's a lot more viable, and it's actually my recommendation for starting out.
Ooh, now interestingly here we got a Volt.
It is also extremely difficult to get a hold of. The mission, so basically the way you get new Warframes is, for all of the normal Warframes, there are execute missions on all of the planets, assassinate missions. And the assassinate missions drop pieces of Warframes, or pieces of weapons. And every time you kill one, you have a chance to get a drop. So in order to build a Warframe, you have to have a blueprint as well as the helmet, chassis, and systems. And you build the helmet, chassis, and systems, and then you take all three of those components with the blueprint to build that. 12 hours per piece to build. You can build all three of them at once, and then when you build the final Warframe, it's 72 hours. So you'll have a little bit of a wait ahead of you. Now you can accelerate that with Platinum if you happen to have Platinum and just particularly want to get a new Warframe early. I've personally done that before, but it's not exactly cost effective.
Also, we should mention that the only tradable items in the game between players are the Prime pieces, mods, Platinum. I may be missing one thing, but that basically means that you can get Platinum by getting these Prime components and blueprints and then actually trading those for Platinum. And so that, in a nutshell, is Warframe. You can expect to see some more streams of Warframe from me in the future as I play with Shir Shaddai and
another thing you can do is the factions that you level rep with. You're able to purchase those weapons with rep and sell those if they're unranked.
Ah, yes, good. There's one particular weapon from, I believe it's Arbiters of Hexus, called the Marelock, I believe it's called. It's basically a handheld shotgun, very powerful weapon, sells very well, so that can be worth farming as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did like this stream, please remember to follow. I actually said subscribe last time. I didn't realize in Twitch lingo that meant paying money. Just meant to have you guys be notified for future streams if you were interested. And hopefully we will have some more streams up soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.